What's up, nerds, and welcome to this quick news video. We felt like this news warranted a video, and it is about the 2026 Lord of the Rings movie that we're going to get. Yes, we are getting a new Lord of the Rings movie. Is it the Lord of the Rings movie you expected? Probably not. Here's the article from Variety. Warner Brothers to release the first new Lord of the Rings movie, The Hunt for Gollum, in 2026. Peter Jackson to produce and Andy Serkis to direct. Obviously, they're throwing big names at us to make us comfortable and trust this project. However, I'm not really sure how many Lord of the Rings fans out there, including yours truly, would be excited for The Hunt for Gollum. What story does that follow? Does it follow the story of Smeagol all the way to Gollum? Does it follow him as a hobbit? Do people chase after him? Are there orcs and elves and dwarves and men all hunting Gollum because they know he has the ring? Maybe. Could be cool. We'll see. They're throwing some good names out there. Maybe they are putting faith in it, and then we can put some trust in it as fans to say, hey, look, they did get Pete, they did get Andy, and it should be good. Now, hopefully, Peter Jackson producing means he's working and directing other projects that we are really looking forward to, right? Like, there's so many unfinished tales that we could look into. There's this, obviously, the Silmarillion. There's so many projects we want that Warner Brothers knows we want. Are they holding out? Hopefully not. But with this being said, let's remind ourselves, back in February 2023 is when Warner Brothers announced that they would be doing multiple Lord of the Rings films. Under Free Mode, a division of the Embracer Group, they made a name of a company called Middle-earth Enterprises, and they own the adapted rights to make these books into movies. Now, Warner Brothers has been gobbling up rights from the Tolkien estate to get the rights exclusively for them. What does that mean for Amazon Prime's Rings of Power? Well, if the first season is any indication of what the second season may be based off appendices and short groupings of text and maybe some character names, it's not looking good. Amazon Prime kind of said, hey, look, here's our billion-dollar franchise, and then Warner Bros. Was like, hey, we raise you, Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis. So, not really a fair fight. But if we're looking at this, Peter Jackson should be involved every step of the way, is what Warner Brothers is telling us. And with this movie being The Hunt for Gollum, would love to know your thoughts and comments, but here I'm not really sure where I see this going. It would have been much nicer to hear a plan. Like, I really want Warner Brothers for you to give us like a, hey, here's what we plan for Lord of the Rings over the next 5 years. Like have a Disney thing, you know, come out, have a Lord of the Rings 23, whatever you want to call it, and say, hey, here's our roadmap for these Lord of the Rings movies. Give us some confidence, because while we would love new Lord of the Rings content, there is an attachment to those first 3 movies and even the Hobbit movies that we don't want Lord of the Rings to go the way of Star Wars. And it's one of those things I think people are going to be hyper protective of even now, seeing as what's going on with Marvel and Star Wars and how everything's being diluted and just pushed to the side, and people aren't buying it. They're seeing the death and destruction of one of their most beloved franchises. And please, Warner Brothers, do not pull Lord of the Rings down with the sinking ship that is sci-fi Hollywood right now and superhero Hollywood right now. Really would love for you to make this great, and hopefully it will be great. If we have Peter and Andy involved, by the way, Andy's a huge Lord of the Rings fan as well. He even did an amazing audiobook recordings for Lord of the Rings. You should check out. They're amazing. For lots of Tolkien books, actually, not just the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But yeah, so really interested to see where this goes. If you would, let us know in the comments what you think of this movie title, the project. Where do you see this going? Do you actually have faith in this? Do you believe in this? Are we excited? Reserved? I'm kind of both. Kind of excited, but very reserved, because I'm kind of just thinking, why announce this, and why make sure you say Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis? Yeah, but if you like this video, please let us know what you think. If you didn't like this video, please let us know what you think. Please drop a like, a comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, remember, never grow up.